While some nations are busy begging for foreign troops to protect their land, one small West African country has decided enough is enough. Burkina Faso, under the fearless leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, is standing up with its own people, building its own defense, and sending a message the world cannot ignore. This is not a story of foreign aid or imported solutions. This is a story of citizens rising up to defend their dignity, their homes, and their nation with their own hands. As global powers scramble to maintain control, Burkina Faso is showing Africa and the world what true sovereignty looks like. The volunteers for the defense of the homeland are not just a force, they are a movement, a declaration, a symbol of a people who refuse to bow.
Ils sont au nombre de 845 à être présentés au drapeau. Un acte qui fait d'eux des hommes.
Family, welcome back to our channel. This is Pillars of History. I'm very grateful to have you and I'm thankful to be with you here. Thank you for clicking back on this video. Today again we are in Burkina Faso, the land of upright men. This is your host, Ice Frank. Thanks to be with us. So we are going to see about the VDPs. Who are the VDPs? What is their role in Burkina Faso? What are they doing? What do they possess? And how are they able to help the army to fight terrorism in Burkina Faso? Sit down, relax, let's dive deep, according to the report. Thank you.
In an era where many nations wait for external forces to secure their borders, Burkina Faso is choosing a different path. Led by the young and determined Captain Ibrahim Traoré, this West African nation has decided that its security must be built from within, not handed down by foreign powers. At the center of this bold strategy is a movement that is reshaping the very idea of national defense. The Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, known simply as the VDPs. These are not career soldiers brought in from abroad. They are farmers, traders, teachers, students, ordinary citizens who have taken it upon themselves to protect their land, their families, and their communities. The VDPs are a civilian auxiliary force, recruited locally, given focused training, and equipped to be the first shield in regions where the regular army's reach is thin. They patrol their villages, they gather information, and when danger approaches, they stand as the front line. Their greatest strength lies in their deep connection to the land they protect. They understand the terrain, they know the people, and they can sense when something is not right. This level of grassroots awareness is something no external force could ever replicate. The idea of community defense is not new in Burkina Faso. For years, local groups like the Kogel-Weogo took up the responsibility of protecting their own. But the official formation of the VDPs began in 2019, when a series of devastating attacks exposed serious gaps in the national security framework. In response, the government under President Roch-Marc Christian Kabore took steps to formalize a civilian defense initiative, and by January 2020, the VDPs were established by law. But it was not until the rise of Captain Ibrahim Traoré in September 2022 that the VDPs transformed from a small auxiliary force into a national movement of self-defense and patriotism. Traoré, recognizing the scale of the security challenges facing the country, acted swiftly. He launched a general mobilization, calling on citizens across every village and region to step up and defend their homeland. The response was overwhelming. Communities across the country answered the call, swelling the ranks of the VDPs and creating a network of local defenders that expanded the country's security presence far beyond what the regular military could achieve alone. Under Traoré's leadership, the role of the VDPs shifted dramatically. No longer passive observers, they became active participants in reclaiming territories and restoring safety to vulnerable areas. Traoré ensured they received better equipment, logistical support, and perhaps most importantly, national recognition. He established the Patriotic Support Fund, designed to provide financial and medical assistance to VDP members and their families. This was not a makeshift militia. It was a structured and state-supported force, rooted in national pride and community solidarity. Burkina Faso's approach stands in sharp contrast to nations that rely on foreign troops to manage their security crises. While others continue to invite external military forces whose interests are often misaligned, Burkina Faso is building a defense strategy that keeps sovereignty at the core. Captain Traoré has been clear. Security cannot be outsourced. The empowerment of the VDPs is not just a tactical move, it is a declaration of independence. It sends a powerful message that Burkina Faso refuses to be a battleground for external agendas. Of course, building such a force comes with its own set of challenges. Rapid recruitment, limited resources, and the ever-changing tactics of extremist groups create constant hurdles. But instead of bending under pressure, Traoré's administration has met these challenges with unshakable determination. There is a clear understanding that sovereignty is not something given, it is something defended by those who have the most at stake if their nation falls. The VDPs have been targeted, they have suffered losses, but their spirit remains unbroken. Across the country, communities have become more vigilant, more united, and more committed to standing their ground. What is unfolding in Burkina Faso is more than a security operation. It is a national awakening. This model of grassroots defense, under firm and visionary leadership, is beginning to resonate beyond Burkina Faso's borders. It offers a blueprint for other African nations who are questioning the effectiveness of foreign-dependent security strategies. Captain Traoré's vision aligns with a broader Pan-African movement that advocates for Africa to take ownership of its destiny. His leadership of the VDP initiative is not just a response to immediate threats, it is a bold step towards restoring dignity, self-reliance, and pride on the continent. The volunteers for the defense of the homeland are more than just a defense force. They are a living symbol of Burkina Faso's resilience. Under Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has chosen the harder path, a path that demands sacrifice, courage, and collective responsibility. But it is the path that leads to true sovereignty. It is the path that says the people are the true shield of the nation. Burkina Faso is rising, not with foreign boots on its soil, but with the unwavering feet of its own sons and daughters.
Nice, that was the report. Today I will have less to comment about it. So that was the report. The VDPs are a strong force that is able to defend Burkina Faso against terrorism and external threats. So it's no longer a disorganized faction, it's now a very strong and organized faction of the army, an arm or an extension of the army that is ready and willing to defend their country. Under Traoré, things have strengthened more and more because now the VDP possess weapons and they are well trained, well equipped to be able to defend the country. These are the first people in contact with any threat before the national army. So the VDPs are a strong force in Burkina Faso that is able to fight terrorism, external threats, and everything concerning the stabilization of the country. Thanks to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who got this knowledge and inspired more of these people, and they are willing to serve their country. That is patriotism, to find that the whole population of the country is determined to defend their motherland. This is quite a very strong message that you cannot attack us and go unanswered. Of course, we have to answer you. If you ask us a question, we have to give you an answer in a very polite way. So that is according to the VDPs. I think you had the report, it was well organized and it touched at every corner of the VDPs. Let's meet again tomorrow. we shall be happy if we go in this journey with you. If you're new on this platform, like, share, and subscribe for more. This is an African channel and a determined channel to report things at home. Thank you.